You've booked the flight, you've planned the itinerary, and you're counting down the days to your next big adventure. But are you prepared when things go wrong? A flight cancellation, a sudden illness, lost luggage, all these things can cause disruption or complete interruption of your travel plans. That's where travel insurance comes in. It is an oftentimes overlooked but essential part of travel planning. This is particularly true if you're planning a once-in-a-lifetime adventure that it would be very difficult for you to raise the money to try again. So today we're going to break down everything you need to know about travel insurance, why you should consider getting it, what it's going to and not going to cover, and the different types of coverage you can purchase. So why should you buy travel insurance? Well, the answer is simple: to protect you and your travel investment. So the first concern is cancellation. Life is unpredictable. You could have a sudden illness, a family emergency, flight cancellations. All of these could cause a loss of your entire trip. And without insurance, you will be out the money. However, with the right insurance, you could have most, if not all of this, paid back to you. Second is medical considerations. If you get sick or injured overseas, the expenses could be very high, and most domestic policies will not cover you if you're out of country. And these expenses can go into tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars with medical bills and repatriation if necessary. And of course, there's the most common travel headache: lost luggage. Yes, the airline will compensate you, but it will oftentimes not cover the full value of your luggage, and it could delay your ability to be able to get replacements. Okay, so you're starting to see the value in travel insurance, but what can you normally expect to be covered and not covered? Well, let's go through some of this. Under the covered things, trip cancellation interruptions for those unforeseen things like the illness and injuries. Medical and evaluation. So this is crucial to make sure that you're going to be getting your medical evaluations, any emergency care, and possibly even repatriation. Baggage loss, delay, or damage. Even if it's delayed, you could be able to get coverage so that you'll be able to purchase things that you need while you're waiting your luggage to arrive. 24/7 travel assistance. This would be someone who's there on the phone to be able to talk with you and make sure that things are being taken care of to get you back on track. So how about those things that are not covered? Well, first of all is a pre-existing condition, and this is a major one. If you have a pre-existing condition like myself, I'm a survivor of a heart attack, you cannot expect the insurance to normally cover such a condition. So you will need a special waiver or add-on to have that kind of coverage. A second thing that will not be covered is high-risk activities. This would be like bungee jumping, skydiving, or for us, scuba diving. So we ourselves carry our own particular policy to cover for the types of accidents that may be common for scuba diving. Next one is a foreseeable event. This would include if you suddenly buy your travel insurance when you find out Hurricane Irene has suddenly formed in the Atlantic. You can't be able to get the coverage on there. And it also won't cover if there's an accident as a result of you being intoxicated or high. So not all travel insurance is created equal. So let's talk about the different types. First is just a single trip insurance. So this is where you would provide the information as to where you're going, how much you are paying, and what's included. And that is what will be then covered based upon that particular type of policy. Another is multi-trip or annual plan. And if you are a frequent traveler, and you may want to consider an annual plan that would then cover for any number of trips, and you don't have to necessarily talk about each individual when you're submitting for the policy. The next one is comprehensive plans. Now, comprehensive plans are sort of the workhorse of the travel industry. These are for the purpose of covering any number of things with a lot of different types of add-ons, so that way you're just simply buying a single plan. Now, for the peace of mind that people may have, let's talk about some of those add-ons that comprehensive may very well cover. The first is the pre-existing conditions that we talked about. As long as it's disclosed and everything is placed in there, then you can have that pre-existing also covered in the event that there is something that occurs as a result of that pre-existing condition. And I mentioned previously that you just can't cancel for any reason, but there is a policy called CFAR, cancel for any reason. And this add-on allows you to just simply at a whim say, I am not going to take this trip after all. Now, you're not going to get full payback on that, but it will in many cases cover as much as 75% of all of your expenses. So there you have it. Travel insurance isn't just another expense. It's an investment to provide you with a peace of mind in reference to all of your travel planning. But I caution you always, and I mean always, read the fine print. Make sure you understand what is covered and not covered before you make that purchase. And when you're ready to make your next travel plans, give us a call at 757-319-1453 or shoot me an email at timothy.d@seymouradventuretravel.com.